Yellow Trailblazers, welcome back to the channel, and today I have a very hype video for you all. Like, you will not believe your eyes when you see this. Bam, what do you think of that? You mad? Because if you are mad, I think you should stay mad. Hoyoverse has given me early access to Acheron, and I just really like this Trailblazer a lot. Like, just look at her lovingly stare at that potato and eat the potato and contemplate it and be like, actually, I don't like potatoes after all. As a character, I love her personality. Unfortunately, when it comes to gameplay, I have just found her to be rather underwhelming, unimpressive, uninspiring, unintelligent, lacking in damage, lacking in utility, and severely lacking in luster all around. So I will hereby not be recommending Trailblazers to summon for Acheron, but before I get into my reasons, I need to give a final disclaimer here. If you re-upload any parts of my video, Hoyoverse and I will DMCA you in a major way, since these are still considered leaks. But Eango, isn't this Hoyoverse's way of making the leaks public? That makes no sense. Shut up, don't fucking test me. I don't care, I have Acheron, you don't. Re-upload my shit and I will fuck you up. You will cry about it and I will laugh about it. Try me, I dare you. So how Acheron works is that she can only use her ultimate once she stacks 9 of these flower status things on the enemy. To get these stacks you use her skill, but the thing is, the skill only gives you 1 stack. So you basically have to use her skill 9 times before you can ult, which is just absolutely terrible. So here's a showcase I prepared to just show how gutted this Trailblazer is. So right now I've worked my way up to 6 stacks, so let's do another skill. And while the animation here looks cool, the damage for sure leaves a lot to be desired, as you can see. So now we are on 7 stacks, and basically I have to do this rotation 2 more times before I can even ultimate. So we are on 8 now, so I just need to do this 1 more time, and there we go. So now we can use her ultimate, and she's gonna change form here. And I have to say, she becomes a lot uglier in this form. I'm personally not a fan at all, and I have given my feedback to Hoyoverse to disable this on her release. Like, while I am a huge aficionado of white anime girls, I don't like the skin so white that it looks like a zombie. So if on release you all see this unattractive form removed from the game, you all know who to be thanking. Anyways, Acheron's ultimate is fairly decent. It basically allows you to basic attack 3 times in a more cinematic way. So let's go ahead and do the first basic attack. And we get a nice cinematic shot here, and then we can do another. Then her final attack will be the most powerful and do some AoE damage at the end as well. So overall, pretty powerful ultimate, but as you can see, we are now back down to 1 flower stack, which means we literally need to use our skill 8 more times. And honestly, this whole flower stacking gimmick makes this Trailblazer so underwhelming that it just makes me physically ill. So I will be demanding my Hoyoverse contacts to fix this for her release, because this early access version is absolutely unacceptable. Anyways, for those summoning for Acheron regardless, here's the best way to build her. First, for her relics, you're just going to want to get the good ones that will give you the most damage potential possible for your Acheron. Team building in Honkai Star Rail is pretty boring nowadays, as you basically always want Fushuan, Sparkle, and Silverwolf in the lineup. So since this is an Acheron guide, we'll just throw her with that lineup. In terms of Eidolons, I highly recommend getting all 6 of them, as this will just give Acheron the highest damage potential if you do end up using her. And as for light cones, unfortunately, you are going to have to summon for her signature one, because, well, that is the only one in the game that has her face on it. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, if we just browse the current game light cones, we see no 4 stars with her face on it. So for free-to-play players, you basically have no good replacement for her light cone. And like, it just sucks for you guys. That's a rough one, and I would say I care, but honestly, I don't. Anyways, that's going to be all for this video. Overall, I was very disappointed by Acheron's current state that Hoyoverse has given me. I honestly just find this absolutely outrageous, and I hereby will be demanding the Hoyoverse team to fix her power level. And like, honestly, I should be the only one being praised for willing to test these abysmal early versions of Trailblazers, because ideally on release she will be made a lot more powerful due to me.